So this year at the Christian Resources exhibition, which I spoke at last year, I managed to speak with Sally Phillips, who's an actress on the TV, and Dr. Liz Corcoran of the Downs Syndrome Research Foundation UK about faith, about Downs syndrome and children with disabilities. You can catch that interview right here, right now. So this is Sally Phillips off the TV. She opened the show, which you saw earlier, and Dr.
Liz Corcoran.
Yeah. And we are on their Down syndrome stand here, which is really important. Sally, why did you come here today to open? CRE seems a really strange thing to...
Yeah, well, I mean, I must say, now I'm here, I'm incredibly curious about all the things that I could buy. My own chasuble, my holy socks with a Bible verse, my golf balls.
Chairs.
Stackable chairs.
Change the fuse out in the house.
Yeah, so I'm curious about that. But I came really because we've been so encouraged in Down Syndrome Land. Do visit if you haven't. Music, song and romance. We've been so encouraged by church support in the last year. So the Church of England Synod voting to equally value people with Down syndrome, which sounds like an obvious thing, but they were actually stepping through a field of landmines with the phrasing there. And they're busy working with us to create a toolbox for churches on how to teach better on disability, how to include people better, and we're hoping that we're going to be able to promote inclusion, reprioritise inclusion in the vibrant network of church schools, perhaps have employment opportunities for people with Down syndrome. So we're really encouraged at a time when our morale was low for the churches to step up, step in, and say we've got your back.
Yeah. And for you, what's it mean for you to be here?
I think it's really important to be here because the churches are the original grassroots community, aren't they? And these are the places where young parents, grandparents are going to be welcoming our new next generation of young people with Down syndrome. And we want you guys to be ready. We want you to have materials in the office and say, don't be afraid. I know that maybe your midwife appointment left you feeling ashamed or left you feeling frightened and afraid, but you don't need to be, because we're going to be here for you, surrounding you guys. And there's this new little person has a special place in our church. And I think for too long, young couples have just sort of gone home and kept it as a sort of secretive thing that's been told to them. They've been shamed because of how the news has been delivered, and they felt that they have to deal with this quietly. And we want that to stop. With Christ bring light, and we want the darkness that's happening in medical communities and the way diagnoses are being delivered to stop. It needs to stop. This is discrimination that's going on from the highest level, and we're here to fight it, and we want you guys on our side, and we know that you're ready. You just need materials.
Yeah, and on this channel we've got a place called the Princess Centre in Princess Risborough. I'm curator, and we've got lots of people with different disabilities, and they've got choir, the Jinglers Choir, which you've seen, and it's amazing going into there and really working with those guys and seeing what they can do, and it's just for me it's been a real highlight. So what in your faith in this really difficult area for a lot of people, really difficult to even acknowledge or be able to speak to, does your faith change to help people? You know what I mean? How does Christ in your life take you over that, or how has he helped you to change?
Well, we know that Jesus preferred the excluded, the marginalised. He wasn't often found hanging out with the wealthy, and when he didn't go that well for him.
Yeah.
So this is where we're called to go, and I think we're specific. There's no coincidence that Jesus constantly gets the disciples to cross the lake. They're always crossing the lake, aren't they? Like, always go and be on the other side, go and stand on the other side. So for people who have never experienced what it's like to be with and live among people with disabilities, you're called specifically to do that. So I think it's been an enormous blessing for me to have had that ability, the ability to do that. Parachuted into my family.
And what about you? Did you? Was it a choice?
Well, so a lot of what I do, I don't get to do the fun stuff like attend the play groups and stuff like that. I get to attend high-level meetings at government bodies that decide on what goes into screening material, and it is crushing because you just keep trying and trying and trying. And without my faith, I would have quit. I would have stopped. It's pure grace that I keep doing what at times feels like it's not getting anywhere. But because I have faith that God is pulling the strings and that all of the schemes of man will fall away, that I don't need to worry if what appears on the surface looks like a failure and a fool's errand.
You're one of those unsung heroes that does the stuff that no one sees, but actually it's so important. It's so important to get together. I'm learning about this myself. It's so important what you do, and your words this morning was so powerful, so strong, and quite right. And we don't hear that enough. So I thank you for that.
I love God's foolish army. I mean, you go around
We are
here.
a ragtag bunch.
We're a ragtag bunch, and the fact that we're so we look so useless makes it more visible that God's doing it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So it's absurd. I mean, I'm a sitcom actress, and I found myself talking to the Foreign Office, talking in the House of Lords. You know, I laugh because this is ridiculous. I'm a sitcom actress, and I'm here. This is absolutely crazy.
Yeah. He uses everyone. I was an atheist for 20 years.
Yeah,
I'm a Vicar.
exactly. No, you're a Vicar. Hilarious. Hilarious, properly hilarious. And I think that's the thing, that this is not just, I mean, it is a real slog, and I think for you, I think for Liz, it's incredibly difficult what you're doing. I wouldn't want to be doing that at all. But God does promise to give us joy along the way, and that's also been our experience. There have been lots of laughs. But this is a fight, light against darkness, and life against death, and welcome against elimination.
But that's why I pray for you. That's why we need to pray.
Thank you.
For you,
Please do.
because that's so important.
Please do.
To sustain you and to do that. Because without you guys, it never gets to that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.